What's happening, everybody? You are back with TheReal PG for another Prizepicks NFL video. This is going to be covering the late slate of games for Sunday, October the 23rd. If I could please have you guys give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to check out the free Discord. The link is in the description. Let's get right to these plays, guys. Alright, so we're going to be starting off in the Houston game with Dameon Pierce. And we're going to be looking at his rushing yards to the over. So if we look on Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook out there, at Dameon Pierce's line, he is at a whopping minus 156 to the over and a plus 116 to the under. If we look at his past games, he has cleared the last 4 over 67.5, so that you can go ahead and lock in for them more. Next play, this one has a caveat or a couple, but Cortland Sutton over 4 receptions. The only reason I'm offering this play out is because of the Vegas value on it. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. So Cortland Sutton is coming in. Okay, I thought I had it highlighted here. Okay, so the line has changed. It was a minus. Okay, it was a 3.5 line. Prizepicks has 4, and the line was minus 205 to the over 3.5. Now it's a plus 110 to the under. Or plus 110 to the over, minus 149 to the under 4.5 receptions. So go ahead and scratch that play. That is out because there was already caveats on a back quarterback, good cornerbacks for the Jets. So that's just probably safer to stay off. Next, we're going to take a look at Deebo Samuel and his receiving yards for this game. So against KC, I think this is going to be a nice little shootout. Deebo has had pretty much solid games all year, minus the Carolina game, which was a Kittle game. If we look on the book and we take a peek into this game, so Deebo is coming in at a minus 165 to the over 58.5, so we're even saving a yard here on Prizepicks. Comes into plus 125 on the under. Go ahead and lock Deebo Samuel in. I think that is another great play along with Dameon Pierce. Next play, we're going to stay right in that game, and we're going to go over to Jerick McKinnon and his receptions prop. If we take a peek, last game he went over. The game prior he pushed. Prior to that, it's not been great. So the backfield is always a little uncertain for KC. So the 2 receptions is more so based off this line. And if we go down to McKinnon, so it's over 1.5 pass receptions. It comes in at a minus 172 to the over. That's pretty high value, plus 127 to the under. Again, that's over 1.5. Prizepicks is offering 2. I think the value is there. This is more of a lean than something I'd like to consider more along the lines of a lock. But if that's something that interests you, I do lean towards the over on Jerick McKinnon's over 2 receptions. Next up, we are going to look in the same game once again at Jimmy G and his interception prop. Oh, and they took it off the board. Look at that. That was a smart move, guys, because that was a sure thing, I think. All right, so we'll go ahead and pass through that. We are going to jump into the Denver game. I'm tripping. We are not going to the Denver game. Noah Fant no longer plays in Denver. So Noah Fant is the next play over 2.5 pass receptions. It comes in at a minus 174 to the over, plus 128 to the under. Let's take a peek at Fant on Prizepicks. He is juiced to a 3. Even at that 3, his average on the last 5 is a 3.2. Last game he had 6 against Arizona. I think he continues to be a pretty integral part to the offense, so I do like his over 3. Again, this is another one that's more along the lines of a lean than a lock, but if you like the play, I definitely stand behind that one. And the last 3 plays are going to come out of this Miami team, and I am very high on these 3 plays. So number 1 is going to be Tua and his pass yards to the over. So if we look at Tua's pass yards, he's juiced at a minus 143 to over 249.5. So we're getting a 4-yard discount on Prizepicks, and it's a plus 109 to the under. So that's decent value. We're getting a couple yards discounted on Prizepicks. And I like this play because it has some correlation with the next 2 plays. So if you wanted to play this with a 3-man, the Tua Waddle Hill combo. So let's take a look at Jalen Waddle next and his yards again. He's looked last game. Either he's hit it or he's not. You know, he's been 39, 39, and 23 or triple digits. So this is a game. If we look at Pittsburgh versus the quarterback, they're the 2nd worst in the league. And if we look at Pittsburgh versus the wide receiver, they are 2nd worst in the league, giving up 43.5 fantasy points per game. So this is the matchup of the century for Miami and their offense, especially the wide receiving core. So go ahead, lock in Jalen Waddle. Let's take a peek at his line. So it has come down just a little bit to a minus 131 to the over 61.5, minus 101 to the under. That's still favorable to the over for sure, and we're saving 1 yard on Prizepicks. Then if we look at Tyreek Hill, who you could also go with, or you could go with both. Obviously, you could take one of them if you prefer one over the other. If we look at Tyreek, same thing, boom bust. He's had either 33 and 47 or upwards of 160. This game, I feel like it is just a dream matchup again, and I don't see how they both don't go off, and if they both go off, I don't see how Tua doesn't go off. So again, lock in the over on the Miami wide receiving core. So that's everything I got for you guys for the afternoon games. So I'm going to go ahead and go over it as all of it doesn't fit on the side here. So again, we have Dameon Pierce rushing yards to the over. We got Deebo Samuel taking his receiving yards to the over. We've got Jerick McKinnon, and we're taking his over to his receptions. Jimmy Garoppolo, oh, never mind, scratch that. They don't have the interceptions on the board. Noah Fant and his receptions to the over. And then we have Tua and his yards, passing yards to the over, along with Jalen Waddle and his receiving yards to the over, and Tyreek Hill and his receiving yards to the over. Again, great correlation in those last 3. I love that as a play together. If you're going to be following any of this, you're going to be tailing any of this, good luck, guys. I got the MLB video coming out. Oh, my God. I got too much going on. I got the NBA video going after this. Got a lot going on today, trying to push through these videos for you guys. So I'm going to get out of here. Until the next one, peace.